Hello fellow Squishmallow lovers. In this video, we're going to go through my incredibly huge haul of Squishmallows that I bought on Black Friday. I went to Walmart, I went to Kroger, and of course, I definitely went to Five Below. This is definitely going to be a very huge haul, so we're just going to go ahead and start with that beautiful giant Woxie up at the top of this pile. This is a 16-inch Squishmallow Woxie. How beautiful is she? I love it. I love the Squishmallows. I don't know why. I think everything looks cuter when it's extra fuzzy. And of course, the Bigfoots are my favorite Squishmallows. So when I saw Walmart was going to have some Squishmallows for only, I think it was $11. I'm pretty sure that's what I paid, which is an amazing price for a 16-inch Squishmallow. When I saw they were having a Bigfoot, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to find it. And then, of course, you might have noticed in my pile, they also had everybody's favorite yellow Squishmallow. This is a 16-inch Squishmallow Junie. I have, I believe, like a 12-inch Squishmallow Junie, but of course, I could not pass up the opportunity to get the larger 16-inch one when it was only $11. I had to have it. I love Junie for some reason, and she's just so adorable and even more adorable in this fuzzy version. My next biggest haul is going to be from Kroger. They didn't have any super amazing deals, but they had some pretty good deals going on. This is Blaine the Bat, but he's been turned into a kind of snowflake Christmas ornament. I think this is amazing. It's shiny on the bottom. We've got snowflakes all over him. Check out how beautiful and shiny these wings are. And this guy is made like a Christmas ornament, and you can actually hang him up, which I think is really cool. I would love to get several of these ornament Squishmallows and hang them all over my Squishmallow room to decorate for Christmas. I think this guy's amazing, and you know what? I just had to have him. Next up from Kroger, we've got Mina. This is a 8-inch gingerbread house Squishmallow. They had their 8-inch Squishmallows. I want to say they were like 50% off the original price, but the original price, of course, is really bad. I think these ended up being 7 something, but I really wanted this one. I tried to be extra picky though because I had already gone cuckoo at Five Below, so I only grabbed the ones that I really wanted. And of course, this little gingerbread house was one of them. I love it. She's so girly. She's so cute. She's got a little pink door. I mean, how do you not love this little Squishmallow? And the only other Kroger Christmas Squishmallow I had to grab that day was Johannes. This is a very interesting candle. Is it supposed to be cranberry scented? Is that what those are? Cranberries? I'm not even sure. All I know is it's a candle. And I think the candle Squishmallows are really cute. I did buy the pumpkin and the Christmas tree scented candles last year. So I would love to get all the candle Squishmallows and just kind of like set them in the corner together. Like they're just kind of glowing and burning together. I think that would be really adorable. So of course I had to grab this little red candle. I love it. Now let's talk about Five Below. I was very torn about whether or not I should go to Five Below on Black Friday morning, but there were some people in the comments that let me know it was not scary when they went the year before, so I was encouraged to try it, and me and my husband ended up being the third and fourth person in line. There was just one couple of 2 people in front of us, so that was pretty amazing. We were each able to get one of the special Christmas bags, which I was super excited about. And of course, I went overboard and I bought more squish than I could fit in the bag because reasons. They had so many Squishmallows out. It was crazy. I didn't record any footage because I was too busy trying to stuff a bag. But I will say we fit 8 Squishmallows in one bag. We fit 10 in the other bag. And then the rest of these I paid full price for. But I'm super excited about it. Let me show you what I got. Definitely gonna have to do a speed round because there's a bunch of them. First up, we've got this little cinema roll. How cute is this little guy? They had put out 1 tray of Sanrio Squishmallows, and I was like, ooh, you know what? I would like to have that squad. And since they're all here, well, I bought them all. So first up from that squad, we've got cinema roll. Next up, we've got My Melody. I will say these are not the ones that I had originally stuffed in the bag because these were much larger. I try to be strategic about which sized ones would fit the most in the bag. With all these extra things on them, the Sanrio ones did not squish into the bag well, but I just ended up buying them anyways because you know what? I was excited. Also, I did have a 10% off coupon, which I used on this whole order, so that helped me save some more money too. Next up, we've got the Cosmic Ice Cream Batsmaroo. How cool is he? He's got a planet embroidered on his belly. He's got little sprinkles up on his ear, and he looks completely agitated with this entire situation, which, you know what? That's usually how I feel too. So totally relatable. Next up, this is a random find. This is Elise. I want to say this squad was released a really long time ago, and maybe my Five Below just never put it out. This was one of the only ones I saw from the squad. I remember this being like an all pink squad with the little flowers, which I can't pronounce what they're called, but you know, whatever. But how cute is this little French bulldog with a little French beret? I just thought she was so cute. I absolutely had to have her. And in case you didn't get to see the bag up close, this is what it looks like. Squish the season. We've got Cam the cat, Connor the cow, Archie the axolotl, Malcolm the mushroom. And since that's a girl, because it's got a bow on its hat, would that be maybe a Woxie, a Shasta, a Brina? We may never know because it's not in the colors that it's supposed to be, but how cool is that? A Bigfoot up on the tree. I love that they just cut down the tree, but it's already decorated. It's got Cam the cat shaped ornaments and a topper on it. The tires have a little Squishmallow in the middle. I mean, this is adorable. The bag is two-sided. It's definitely not very large, but like I said, we managed to squish 8 into one bag, 10 into the other. I definitely got my money's worth. Plus, I got 2 of the bags, which made me super excited. Next, let's go through this little bag. Here's the Hello Kitty from that squad. Very cute. I know they had these at Claire's originally in a smaller size. I don't even remember when Five Below was supposed to have this squad. I definitely don't think it was just a Black Friday release, but you know what? They had a tray and I had to have it. Next up, we've got Judy Hopps from Zootopia. This is one of the Zootopia 2 Squishmallows, and I did decide to grab them simply because they are so much smaller than the other Squishmallows, so they didn't take up a lot of room. So I was able to easily squish these into the bag to get a couple more free Squishmallows. Since, you know, when you put 10 in the bag, it was $25. That made them $2.50 each. Basically, it's the equivalent of getting a few of them for free. So yeah, I had to grab Judy Hopps because I do love Disney. I do love Zootopia. So why not grab this little bunny? Next up, we've got Kuromi. Oh my goodness, check it out. She's got a little strawberry on her belly. Very, very cute. Definitely makes me think of Kuromi in the My Melody and Kuromi show that they put on Netflix. Since, you know, she was trying her best to come up with a sweet baked treat, but she was just not making the kinds of things that most people would find yummy. I love this. I love the coloring. Of course, like I said, I had to have the whole squad. The next random Squishmallow in this bag is Plum, the blue cheetah. I just saw this and I thought she was really, really pretty. And since she doesn't have a lot of stuff on her, she was easier to squish in the bag to make sure I got extra at a great price. I just think she's gorgeous. She's got shiny ears. She's got a fuzzy belly. I just couldn't leave her behind because you know what? She's beautiful. Now let's go through this insanely large bag. Of course, I grabbed the Cryptid Squad. I did end up getting 2 of Shasta the Bigfoot. I saw some people say that their Five Belows didn't get the Cryptid Squads. Luckily, my store actually had some of them out. Usually, they fail me and have nothing that they're supposed to have. So I'm surprised that the store I went to actually had these when so many other people say the Five Below they went to did not have them. We've also got Sean, the Loch Ness Monster, in the hoodie. I love the Loch Ness Monsters. I love Sean because she's purple and a Loch Ness Monster. And this one wearing a hoodie, I mean, come on. That's just too much extra cuteness. We've got Tove, the... Mommy? There's a mommy? Mommy? We've got Tove. I believe Tove is supposed to be a Mothman. It's kind of confusing. The moths in the Mothman don't look that much different because, you know, they're Squishmallows. Either way, I absolutely love this one and had to grab it too. Here's my other bag. We've got Nat Nat the alien. I love that name. I just think that's so cute and so random. Nat Nat. I mean, come on. That's just adorable. Okay, I believe this guy, Simonette, has got to be like an ice cream sandwich, but it's made with like a rainbow chocolate chip cookie. And I just thought that was really, really stinking cute. And I don't remember seeing this Squishmallow ever before. I don't know what squad it's from, but you know what? I saw it there and I thought, I have to grab this. Okay, it talks about them having an imaginary friend, but it doesn't talk about what they actually are. I kind of really wish tags would, for one thing, give you a pronunciation key because some of these names are hard to say on these Squishmallows, but also wouldn't it be great if it just said what they are? Because sometimes you look at them and you go, what are you? So am I certain what it is? No, but you know what? I thought it was really cute and I grabbed it. Next up, we've got Wanna, the jackalope. I love jackalopes. I love cryptids. Of course, I got every single cryptid from the Hoodie Squad, even though, you know, I already bought them in a different size for a lot more money. But I needed both because you know what? Reasons. That's always my answer. Reasons. Here's the other Zootopia 2 Squishmallow that I got. This is Nick the Fox. How cool does he look? Look at his little tie. He's got just, I don't know, one eyebrow up, one eyebrow down. The little sly fox look on his face is amazing. Very cool. And then the last tiny Squishmallow I grabbed was this Buddy the Elf. I love the Elf movie. I love Buddy. I was torn about whether or not I wanted to get him as a Squishmallow, but seeing him at Five Below and knowing I could squish him in the bag and get him for a great deal, I decided it was definitely worth grabbing him in the size. I'm really glad I didn't buy him in a larger size and pay more money because this is kind of just the perfect size to me. I mean, now I have one. I don't need him in multiple sizes like I do everything else. Very cute though. I do love this fancy embroidery on his little elf costume. Of course, there are a few things in the bag that aren't Squishmallows. And since I had a 10% off coupon, how could I resist? Next up, we've got a Fuzzamallow Angel. How cute is she? I wanted all the Fuzzamallows that they dropped, but they are very dense and not easily squished into the bags. So that's why I ended up buying the Fuzzamallows at full price instead of trying to squish them in a bag because you know what? They just were not going to fit. You might have fit 2 or 3 in a bag, but you definitely weren't going to fit 10 if you grabbed the Fuzzamallows. Next up, we've got Marie. I love the Aristocats. My middle name is Marie. I always love when I find Marie merch. I have a really hard time not buying it. So, of course, I had to grab her as a Fuzzamallow. More non-Squishmallows. Next up, we've got Panda May, the red panda. I love this. How cute is she as a Fuzzamallow Squishmallow? I also had to grab Lady. I really wish they had also made Tramp as a Fuzzamallow. I recently got Lady in a much larger size at Goodwill, but I don't think I have Tramp as a Squishmallow yet, so I really wish they would have made him as a Fuzzamallow and dropped him with this squad. That would have been great. We've got Stitch as a Fuzzamallow, but he's got this funny little face. He's got his tongue sticking out between his teeth. I thought this was super duper cute. It almost, not to be gross, looks like he's trying to lick a booger. Doesn't he do that? In one of the Stitch movies, he sticks his tongue out and sticks it up his nose. I just thought this guy looked hilarious, and of course I had to grab him. This was the Disney Fuzzamallow I was most excited about. We've got Patch, the Dalmatian. I love 101 Dalmatians. If you've never heard me say it before, let me say it again. I want to have 101 Dalmatians throughout my house. I have Disney stuff everywhere. So, of course, I had to grab this guy. I'm not going to lie. I intended to grab 2. And I can't remember if they even had to, but I was so excited when I got to Five Below that I completely forgot the plan that I had. So you know what? At least I got one. I did end up grabbing this beautiful octopus. They did drop one kind of sea life squad, and this Adelaide was too pretty to ignore. Check it out. She's got shiny, shiny legs. I love it. Of course, I had to grab her. Purple is my favorite color, and she's kind of got a tie-dye purple look to her. I love it. I just thought she was so pretty, and I had to grab her. Honestly, I wish I had more time to dig around, but there were a lot of people coming in after I had filled up my cart with what I wanted, so I was not going back over there. I got what I got. And I got out because you know what? That's what you got to do. Don't you love my random haul of junk just laying on the table? Last up, we've got the final member of that Sanrio squad. We've got Pom Pom Purin. Check him out. I love it. This was definitely another one I was not trying to squish in the bag because he's got this big floaty spaceship looking thing going around him. So there's no way he was squishing in a bag. Check it out. He's got a purple bum. Too cute. I love it. Let me know in the comments, guys. Did you go to Five Below on Black Friday, or did you go anywhere else hunting for Squishmallows? I had a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that I went. I would love to hear if you went as well. Let me know in the comments. And let me know what was your favorite Squishmallow or Fuzzamallow that I showed off in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you subscribe and come back to see lots more Squishmallow and plushie themed videos. And until next time, bye!